Good morning from morning number 5 here in Banguche. I always can't pronounce it correctly, but we're waking up to this view on the mountains. I'm not sure if you can see it, but beautiful mountain ranges. Not a single cloud in the sky, so that's going to come to our advantage, so we could see more beautiful things throughout the rest of the trek. We're gonna have some breakfast now. We're gonna have some plain toast with honey jam, sorry, and peanut butter. Then we're gonna get on our gear, get ready, last things, pack up everything, and then start walking. We're gonna walk today about 6 kilometers, 400 meters worth of elevation to Dimbuche. Overall, it's gonna be fairly even climb, so it's not going to be as hard as the other days. The only part is we're getting higher in elevation, meaning air is getting thinner and thinner, so we could feel it much harder. Unfortunately, we did not sleep so well. It is known with the fact that when you get up in elevation, sleeping gets worse. Some people say that they get nightmares. Some people say that they just can't breathe. We experience just on and off sleeping, waking up in the middle of the night. So I guess it's normal. So we're gonna get ourselves to Dimbuche as fast as possible, and we are waiting for our acclimation day because we need the rest. So we're gonna try to get there slowly but steady, so we could finally rest properly. So we're gonna eat, and then we're gonna leave, and we'll see what waits for us on the way. So right after I stopped filming that first video, Jonathan shouts to me, come see something. I was like, okay. We're not even after breakfast. I'm like, don't talk to me before I have coffee. But then he shows me this, and it's worth it. It's worth more than coffee. We could see the big guy himself in the background on a beautiful mountain peak that we could not see yesterday. And apparently, according to the locals, the close one is a sacred mountain, so you're not allowed to climb it. There's a base camp to it where there's supposed to be a stupa there where where they go and pray. It is known to be the mountains of the gods. So it is beautiful, but no one is allowed to climb it. But we got the big guy back there, and that's definitely a mountain where people try to climb. Wow. So everything kind of opened up, and you could slowly see right underneath the holy mountain that the green is starting to dissipate, and we're getting to an elevation where trees are definitely coming down. I mean, the few trees you do see here are not tall at all, and you could clearly see where after a certain point the trees are just gone, and it's only like this kind of grass kind of thing, and then after that there's nothing. There's just rocks or snow. So it's kind of interesting to see that, where you could very clearly see the points of oxygen level or CO2 level where plants cannot grow anymore. So you could definitely see that we're high up in elevation. And we're off for day number 5. We left the hotel. Jonathan's ready, and we just ready than ever. And we decided for our first stop to be a viewpoint about 200 meters ahead. We'll leave our bags down because it's a little climb, so we're gonna do it without our gear. Just go there, take a few pictures, and then continue on. But the day is beautiful, so pretty, so clear, so we should have a very clear view to everything. So we're really excited, so we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna continue walking towards Dimbuche. That's gonna be our destination for today. So we just got up to the viewing point, and the climb was much steeper than what we anticipated. This was the climb. We started there, and we climbed up all the way here. But the view is worth it all. That's Everest. That's the Holy Mountain. This is some more really, really, really beautiful snowy peaks all around us. Our general direction today is going to be that way. We're going to go up the river and then towards that direction until we get to Dimbuche. And as you can see, the tree line is starting to thin up. I think right over there is like the last trees that we're going to see, and from that point on, nothing, no trees, just a little green from like grass or really, really, really small bushes. And after that, not sure if you could see it on the camera, there's nothing. Gray rocks and sand. Nothing can grow above that elevation. Beautiful view. One hell of a morning. One hell of a way to start a morning. Wow. All right, we're gonna catch our breath. We're gonna enjoy the view, and then we're gonna climb back down, and then we're gonna continue on. But it was worth it. Unbelievable. I mean, Everest in front of us. Just magnificent. Something I'm not sure I mentioned about today's hike is, unlike the hike to Namche or Timbuche or even Panguche, it's not going to be like 6 kilometers of fairly flat hiking and then 600 meters of straight up elevation in like a spread of 2 to 3 kilometers. So it's a really, really steep climb. Today is about 6 kilometers, even elevation, relatively even elevation throughout the entire hike of 400 meters. So it makes the hike easier, more enjoyable. Again, the lack of oxygen is still there, but it makes the hike somewhat more durable, and you can enjoy the view because your head is not stuck in the sand just hoping for the climb to end. So that is definitely something we're looking forward to in this hike. We're about roughly 1 kilometer in, maybe even less, but we're enjoying the views because they're crazy. And as long as the hike is not one big huge mountain, we're okay. So definitely something we're happy about today. We arrived to our first village of the trek today. We did 2.5 kilometers. Yeah, 2.5 kilometers, so a little bit more than a third of the way. Half of the elevation is already behind us, so that's really nice. 250 or 70 meters of elevation to go. So overall, it's a really easy day, and we kind of needed it, so it came in well. Views are still spectacular. Just more and more crazy views. The mountains are so big, it's unbelievable. You walk 2.5 kilometers and it seems like they're not moving. You're always in the same spot because they're so big. It's crazy, but overall I think today is going to be significantly easier. It is now 9 o'clock. I want to believe we'll get to Dimbuche at around 11:30 even, and that's perfect. So we could get there, put our bags down, rest, and order some lunch, and then we have another full day of acclimation for the height. So it's exactly the rest we need to continue on, because the following days after Dimbuche are going to be the hardest days of the trek, with the first pass and then up to base camp and then up to Kalapatar, where that's the highest point where we're going to be throughout this entire trek. 5,800 meters of elevation. That's going to be one hell of a day. So this comes in perfectly. We are continuing on our trek. Wait, there's a helicopter above us. Woo.
Helicopters could be or rescue or Everest taxi. But so we're at the height of 4,100 meters and we've reached the final line of the trees. So this is the final tree line. As you can see, that's it. We're about the same height. It's just above us, but once we get on an extra 200, maybe even 300 meters, that's it. No more trees for us, meaning the air is officially too thin for trees to grow. Whoa. So we're walking, suddenly this huge view opens up and we see a gigantic mountain right in front of us, and we're like, wait, that's the direction where we're going to be walking in a few days. And we open up the map and we see that's the one. So we're looking at one behemoth of a mountain. That's the first pass right in front of us where you see the clouds covering the top. That's the path where we're going to be taking in about 3 days from now.
Now you might not understand this, but this is very bad news for us because we're already having trouble breathing. So this is going to be awful.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
It is so big. Whoa, it is just huge. And that's gonna be our first pass. Now we already know it's gonna be our hardest day on this trek, but looking at it, I'm speechless. I am speechless. So whoa. All right, so we got a glimpse. Let's not think about it for the next 2 days.
Exactly.
Whoa. So apparently we're in yak country now because there's so many yaks all the way up there on the mountain range, and Jonathan decided to take a close-up picture of one. Trying. He's moving. They're beautiful, beautiful beasts. You suddenly see them a lot lately. We did learn that the furry things we saw earlier on the trek are actually cows. They're furry cows, they're not exactly yaks. These are yaks. They're significantly bigger, massive, and they're just built somewhat different, but they're magnificent. So we have a few walking towards us right now. Wow. This baby here.
Victory.
Oh, you got the picture. Perfect.
Animal life.
Wow. They're beautiful. Oh, there you go. Two are fighting. Yak country here in the Everest. They're really nice. We reached almost our breaking point on the river towards Nimbuche, and of course Mount Everest is showing off his glory right in front of us. We're going to be sleeping right underneath that beautiful, beautiful mountain. We're going to be actually crossing that river right over here and climbing up this path towards behind this like little mountain over here, and that's Dimbuche, where we're going to be spending 2 nights to rest and get used to the altitude and gain some more power before we climb that thing, the first pass. So we're gonna get there soon enough, hopefully within the hour, and then start our much needed rest. We are crossing the bridge of the gushing white river. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful white river. And from here on, we're gonna do our final climb of the day, about, I wanna say, 1.5 kilometers of hiking, maybe 200 meters of elevation. So, final stretch, and then we get to Dimbuche, where we're gonna spend the night. We're excited. We arrived to Dimbuche. Woo! Woo! Dimbuche. Cute little city, town, village, call it whatever you want. Right underneath the Everest, and our first pass. We're excited to be here. We made good time. Now it's time to find somewhere to sleep, put our bags, and eat. and rest. All right, let's go find somewhere. So we're all settled in here in Dimbuche. We're after lunch. We even went to a local bakery to have some dessert, some hot chocolate and some cake. Where maybe in hindsight, that's not the best idea in the world, since you don't really know from where that dairy product actually arrived or how long ago it arrived. So I'm feeling a little heavy on the stomach. So maybe in hindsight, that's not the best idea. But luckily, the rest of the day is going to be resting, taking a hot shower, doing some laundry, and that's it. That is it for today. You could feel the elevation. Very known side effect is some headaches, light headaches, like pressure on the top of your head, and I'm feeling it a bit. Again, all normal. So anyone who is considering doing this in the future, just take that, bear that in mind. Don't worry, it happens. There's definitely some side effects that need to be taken into consideration, but nothing to worry about. So we're all good. We're resting for the rest of the day. We're gonna be chilling, eating, and taking some hot showers, well needed hot showers. And that's it. So we're gonna be talking again tomorrow in our acclimation day. We're considering maybe going up to a nearby peak. To get used to the elevation, since in 2 days from now we're gonna be doing the first pass, and that is 5,600 meters. That is very high. That's 1,200 meters higher than where we are right now. So if we can, without any gear, just chill with a water bottle, climb up to about 5,000 meters. That could help us in the long haul a lot. So we'll see how we feel. We'll try to do that tomorrow. Definitely something we're considering. Other than that, absolutely nothing. I love it. So we'll see you guys tomorrow, and hope you enjoy the videos.